have you seen the story? Matt Ryan is going to be the president of the Atlanta Falcons, and he wants to maintain his role on CBS Sports as well. We've seen this with Tom Brady having a role with the Raiders, part of the ownership group there, and being Fox Sports lead broadcaster. We've seen Troy Aikman now. He's some sort of consultant for the Miami Dolphins and Stephen Ross in their rebuild of their organization while he maintains his job on ESPN's Monday Night Football. And now Matt Ryan. And so we got Aikman that won 3 Super Bowls and Hall of Famer, and we got Tom Brady's won 7 Super Bowls, clear Hall of Famer in the conversation for the GOAT, and now he wants this dual role. And now we have a former NFL MVP, played in the Super Bowl, studio host for CBS, wants to run a franchise and maintain his job in the media. For someone like me with an extensive career in the media, this is mind-blowing. I want to play the clip of Matt Ryan hoping to be the Tom Brady with the Falcons. Play the clip.
Clear. This had been in the works for weeks. Nothing the Falcons did down the stretch, including that 4-game winning streak, made any difference. They had already determined they were moving on from Raheem Morris and Terry Fontenot, now likely moving forward with Matt Ryan, who is, from my understanding, hoping to retain his duties at CBS as well, also taking on that job as the president of football operations.
Boom. And so here's what's going to happen very shortly. This is a prediction that I don't think we'll have to wait long to see come to fruition. The race card's about to be played here. The Atlanta Falcons, 4 or 5 weeks ago, according to this report, decided that Matt Ryan was going to replace Terry Fontenot, basically, as the general manager or team president. They're going to put a team president over top of the general manager and the head coach. This was decided 4 or 5 weeks ago. Raheem Morris decided they're going to move on. They're going to reshape the entire organization based off a former quarterback who has been on TV now, I think, for 2 years with CBS. And so I'm trust me, Ryan Clark, Shannon Sharpe, Cam Newton are in the lab right now preparing their racial takes. They may have uncorked them already, but I know Cam Newton is going to have one of those funky Fridays where he's sitting there going, well, hold on. I was the MVP of the league. I played in a Super Bowl and lost. How come I'm not the Carolina Panthers team president and a broadcaster on one of the major networks around the NFL? The only explanation can be racism. Let me give you a couple of more explanations of why it not. And Luke, I'm sorry I didn't tell you this beforehand, but get some images of Cam Newton wearing his top hat and all that other stuff. If you could find images of Ryan Clark yesterday in his Kappa Alpha Psi Santa Claus Christmas sports jacket that he had on there. If you could find Nate Burleson, who sits on CBS next to Matt Ryan, wearing clown suits constantly. Find that stuff. I like Michael Irvin. Find images of Michael Irvin and how he behaves on the sidelines at Miami Hurricanes games. You gotta look the part if you want to play the part. And people get upset with me when I try to give Cam Newton, any of these guys, Ryan Clark, any of these guys, when I try to give them good advice, when I try to say, hey man, present yourself in a professional manner. All of this wanting to look like some kind of rapper at a gay pride parade, it's a mistake. If you want the same opportunities, if you want to be seen in a certain light, in a position where someone says, hey, that could be the leader of our organization. Hey, that could be the leader of men. Hey, that could put a professional face on our organization. Carry yourself that way. Present yourself that way. But if 75% of the black guys that get these television opportunities present themselves as distractions and as clowns. I was looking at Nate Burleson, I think, this weekend. Every other weekend, Nate Burleson has on some costume that's intended to say, hey, look at me. Nothing he does in his presentation is about, hey, listen to me. Do you understand the difference in presentation? If you want people to listen to you, don't make them focus so much energy on looking at you. Don't let your presentation of yourself overshadow what you're actually presenting. Because these white guys that get their opportunities, they show up to work dressed in a way they're like, hey man, what I'm about to say is really important. Don't focus on what I look like. I'm about to say something important. I'm about to say something inspiring. I'm about to say something profound. Not, hey, look at me. And so while everyone runs to play the race card, look at Matt Ryan's getting an opportunity that a black guy, they would never give that to a black guy. Troy Aikman got the opportunity. They'd never give that to a black guy. Tom Brady, they'd never give that to a black guy. How are you presenting yourself? I want the same opportunities, but I don't want to do the same thing. And you shouldn't judge me on how I present myself. Well, of course, everyone gets judged on how they present themselves. I'm used to be just like a very hardworking journalist. I worked really hard. But you know why people were reluctant to give me credit for how hard I worked as a journalist? Because I was fat. I presented myself as a fat person. And there's a stereotype about fat people that they're lazy. That's on me. That's not on racism. That's not on fatism. That's on me. And so you guys got to take accountability and responsibility for how you present yourself. How do you want to be seen? You want to be cool? You want to be a rapper? You want to make sure that Cardi B or whatever celebrities impressed by you? You want to make a spectacle of yourself? You want to diminish your actual thoughts? Keep presenting yourself as a clown. But while you're presenting yourself as a clown, don't be complaining and claiming racism because you're not taken seriously and you're not given these opportunities of responsibility as often, as frequently as the white guys. I'm just giving you good advice. And I'm trying. This show is different. This show is important. It's the only sports show that I know where giving black men sound advice is actually encouraged and legal. It's the only place that I know. Everywhere else, you're going to hear a buffoon, clownish take because that's what they want for black men. They don't want us to hear good advice. I apologize for those of you that are racist or hate yourself so much that you just heard me give black men good advice and you're offended by it. I apologize to you. Find another channel. Don't come here, because I'm committed to actually giving black men sound advice. Thank you.